What's up, everybody? This is Zack, aka Zacky, aka I am Zacky, creator of Jelly Radio, Made More Podcast, and Zack.coffee. Um, First things first, I am wearing a flannel shirt. Definitely want to thank my wife for this shirt. It's really cool, really nice, keeps you really warm, and this is the type of shirt that you can wear when you're, I think, skateboarders, people who like to skateboard, love these kinds of this color pattern. Um, Very cool color pattern, and yeah, just I'm wearing it. She bought it for me. It's a great shirt, keeps you warm. I look forward wearing it outside because it's freezing out there, and just wearing a flannel shirt is pretty convenient. It keeps you warm. Okay, I'm gonna take it off because it's a little hot in here. Also wanted to say to my French American speakers, people who speak both French and English, yes, listen to the song Jule La Fusion, um, Jul and Fusion, Fusion. So go listen to that right now. It's 3 minutes long, and then come right back. Just pause this video and listen to this song. You know, as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, "I'm gonna pump you up." Just listen to that song, get yourself pumped up, and come right back. Okay, so this video is first and foremost um, a token of gratitude for the vice president. The vice president Harris came to Sacramento recently, a couple of days ago, and obviously in the entire country, if she comes over to Sacramento, there's clearly something wrong and something needs to be addressed, something needs to be updated, upgraded, or whatever. So as a sign of respect, she's providing a level of respect. I'm returning the favor and providing a level of respect as well. So we're going to start by just mentioning what the issue is, and unfortunately, as powerful as the presidency is, or the vice presidency, unfortunately, there's so much problems with the fact that the president or vice president, and this is a problem that Obama and faced, and now Biden is facing. Uh, the poor guy only has an iPad. He just has an iPad. They basically don't even let him in front of a computer. He's not allowed to like type something. It's kind of weird. It's very odd. Yes, they get emails, they get all that. They have their planner. They basically have like 50 people always follow them around. You have to do this, you have to do that. But the frustration between Biden or Obama used to have, and now Harris has, is they just get a little iPad, and it's really frustrating. So they have to put on a nice smile and say, shake hands and smile at the cameras. But at the end of the day, they just want to look at you and say, look, goddamn it, all I have is a goddamn iPad. They want to use a goddamn computer and be able to do something. And unfortunately, as you know, they're so busy in their world and what they have to do, they don't know how to properly, we're not going to make the president do a software patch, basically. They have other people to do that shit. So, welcome to Coffee with Zack. Zack because it's in English. If you want Coffee with Zacky, listen to my French YouTube videos. Look, I'm wearing a Biden Harris hat very simply because I'm just, I'm really frustrated. It's the Trump show continues on. It just never ends. And I don't know what else to say, but if you look at the cover of The Economist, it says that he's winning and businesses beware. So I'm a little frustrated because I don't know how long I have to keep warning people, but it's a serious matter. There's a lot going on in the world, and we don't have time for Trump and Trump's pedophilia and all that bullshit. He's on Epstein's list. We have there's a lot of shit to do. There's a lot of things to do, and quite frankly, it's really frustrating. And we have many other things to do. We have a lot of things to worry about, and that's the last thing that we need to worry about. I have many other things I much would rather do. There's a brand new tofu shop not too far from where I live, like an hour and a half drive. I want to be out there. I want to eat some sushi. I want to see cool cars and all that stuff. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be lecturing and you know complaining and just. I don't want to just this is as we say in French. This is service public. I guess in English it would be just being a benevolent or just volunteering. I'm basically volunteering because if we don't, I remember the Trump nightmare. Nobody could get any sleep. It was very frustrating, and if we go through that again, I just don't know how we can handle it. So that's where I am here. So thankfully, I have my outline. I just want to say my videos are still. I don't have a sponsor for my videos, but I guess if you can show me how to do this sponsored by Audible or whatever, much appreciated. I'd love to have a sponsor for my videos, get a coupon code or something just to get some advertising revenue and all that. It would help me tremendously. If I would be some advertising revenue, I'd like to from obviously if we're talking on Microsoft, it would be Microsoft Project, a tool that I use a lot. And if it was on the Mac, which I use right now, it's the Omni Suite. So it's Omni Plan, Omni Focus, and Omni Outline. So right now I'm going to use Omni Outline and start talking about everything I want to talk today. First things first, I am using a high performance planner. And the reason why I'm using a high performance planner is because there's a lot of shit to do over the next 2 months. This is good for like 60 days or 90 days, and there's a lot of work to be done between now, all of February. It's about to be February, so February and March, a lot of work to be done. It's the winter. Winter is coming. The winter is just a lot of. It's cold. We're in California here. It's the weather's not too bad, but people in the rest of the country is just they're freezing their butts off. It's just really cold. We gotta help them out. We gotta help them. Let's see. There is another thing I wanted to talk about is Volkswagen. Volkswagen. Of course, I drive a Volkswagen magazine. And if you remember this picture that I took on my Instagram while I was reading this Volkswagen magazine, unfortunately, the guys in charge of Volkswagen at the time decided to scrap the Volkswagen Motorsports program. And as you know, that is extremely frustrating for the Volkswagen enthusiast community. And I am not ordering, he's in charge, but I'm basically telling the Volkswagen CEO it's time to kickstart the Volkswagen Motorsport, portion of Volkswagen. It's time to bring it back to life. We all know how powerful the ID.R was. You got the IDX Performance 551 horsepower coming back. Volkswagen Motorsports needs to come back. This is an old magazine. I ordered a new issue. I think it's January or February. I can't wait to open it. And by the time I open the damn magazine, what I want to see on my TV screen for the Volkswagen Super Bowl commercial is the Volkswagen Passat Wagon R 2024, which is available in Europe. I want to see that shit here in America. Make it available. It's a great vehicle. It's got an amazing LCD screen. I want to see it here. A lot of people would be extremely excited. Let's see. Okay, next portion of this video is I am going to show you a tips and tricks, or as we say in French, astuces, for Zone of the Enders. Zone of the Enders, like I said, I beat the final boss. I think there's like millions of fans of Zone of the Enders around the world, and basically out of the 40 million PlayStation gamers, I think there's only like a few percentage, maybe less than 4% of the entire PlayStation community that was able to beat the final boss, Anubis. So Anubis is very hard to beat. He's on Mars, and you're basically in Jehudi, and you're trying to defeat Anubis. So I am going to help you defeat Anubis. So basically, you get to the final boss. You're in outer space, and you're trying to beat the shit out of him, and you can't. And the reason why you can't is because he's extremely powerful, extremely hard, and it's basically impossible to beat him. So you need a little bit of help. You need a special controller. You need a um, dual sense edge controller. This is the dual sense edge controller, the special controller that has the the paddles on the back, with the paddles right here and the paddle right there. And basically, you need to just keep your configuration for your controller regularly, and then for the paddle shift, you need to add um, square and circle. And square is for the zero shift. You do square zero shift, and you do circle to basically do damage on on your opponent on the final boss. So essentially, when you have the controller set up like this, you can do your zero shift. You can do your attacking the boss with square and circle, and at the same time you do double the work by doing the paddle shift with the same buttons. So essentially, you're just attacking him twice the amount. You're attacking him both with your fingers here and then with your fingers right here, and you do that non-stop. It's going to take you a bunch of tries. You know, like I said, I've done it a lot of time with a regular controller, but with this controller, I did it. I even live streamed it on my YouTube page, and I got it done between I think it was less than an hour. Less than an hour, I beat Anubis. I got the trophy, and Anubis on Mars is no more. Well, there's a little bit more cutscenes and all that. I'm not going to spoil it for you. You got to check it out. But you know, that's how I do it. I did it with the dual sense edge controller with the paddle shift. You want to beat Anubis on Mars. This is how you do it. Get a dual sense edge controller. You can make it happen. There you go. Energy drinks. Now, I know a lot of people hate energy drinks, especially parents, but I know some people still drink energy drinks. So I'm just going to help you guys out a little bit. You know, if you're going to drink an energy drinks, don't drink an energy drink with sugar. Drink it without sugar. So for the energy drink, there's Red Bull sugar free, and then there's Monster Energy drink zero sugar. Those are the two energy drink that does not have sugar. Now I'm mentioning Red Bull energy drink because of Max Verstappen. You know, Oracle Red Bull Racing, and you know he's done a lot of good work on his team for his Formula One. But a lot of people got upset at him because he kept winning all year round, and while we were all excited about Formula One, we didn't pay attention about the elections in Holland where the far right just won, and that's really frustrating. So, you know, Max Verstappen's having fun where he's winning. Meanwhile, everyone at Lewis Hamilton and his crew, sponsored by Monster, they're going fucking crazy at Mercedes-Benz because, you know, Black Lives Matters, and you know, it's just really annoying that we were just so excited. Like, you know, I love techno. Most of the techno comes from Holland and Netherlands, and before we realize it, we have a goddamn situation with the far right in Holland, which is puts us bent out of shape for another year or so, or whenever the next elections are. So this next election, this next Formula One season, let's hope for Lewis Hamilton to do a much better job. You know, he's very strong. He has a very strong vehicle with his Mercedes-Benz. These two are going to go at it. There's basically other competitors, but these are the two. You know, when I think of my Naruto and Sosuke metaphor, you know, yeah, I'm Naruto. He's Sosuke. That's the same thing with those guys. One of them is Naruto. One of them is Sosuke, and they Sasuke. You know, let's not confuse Sosuke with Full Metal Panic. That's a different Sosuke. Sasuke. So, you know, these are the two guys who are fighting like crazy. You know, these are the two guys. They're fighting a lot. Those are the guys who are the number ones in their field. These are the guys that are at it, and best of both of them. I'm experiencing it on Formula One 23 on the PlayStation 5 and Formula One Manager 23. You know, it's a very complicated competition. It's very tough. Um, let's see. Back to the Future. Back to the Future. Back to the Future. Back to the Future. A very hard game to have. I had it for the PS3, but obviously it doesn't work on the PlayStation 5. You need a PS4 game. I have a PS4 copy. I was able to play it. I want a big shout out to Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd. Are getting older, and basically two things. Michael J. Fox, please donate to the Michael J. Fox Foundation to find a cure for Parkinson's disease, and for Michael for and shout out to Christopher Lloyd because they're getting really old, and it's very important to watch these movies. And basically, the creator of the movies are being jackasses because they said you'll never see a sequel. There's never going to be a continuation of Back to the Future. It's just going to be those three movies. So what do? They have a musical. There's a musical, and then there's the game. So I don't know what we're going to have to do, but it would be nice for. I'm not asking for a reboot of Back to the Future, but I love the Back to the Future world, and I just want to see it some more. And I don't know what to say, but we experienced the alternate universe of Biff, Donald Trump, and we do not want to see this again. We do not want to see Trump ever again. No more Biff alternate universe. We need a real 46 is Biden, who is 47. Maybe it's Vice President Harris or whoever, but you know, we're not gonna have Trump again. Are you joking with me? I listened to my Power Up song before this video, and you're gonna see some shit in this video. I'm a little, clock is ticking. I want to move on some better and other things to do. There's much higher priorities, things that we got going on. Let's see. It's late January, so please keep reading your books from my book club, and don't forget that February is coming up. I'll have the book club ready for February as soon as I can, and I'll be sure to share with you as soon as possible. Let's see. It's been 4 years since Kobe's passing. Rest in peace. NBA 2K24. Make sure you get it. It was definitely on sale multiple times. Definitely great game to own if you love basketball. I don't have enough space on my hard drive on PS5s. Most of it is retained from Call of Duty, all the Call of Duty Modern Warfares. So I just need a bigger hard drive. I'll have to get a bigger SSD. My SSD is like 2 terabytes. I'll have to get a 4 terabyte hard drive. The 8 terabyte hard drives have not been released yet, so that makes it complicated. But you need to play some. You like basketball? Get yourself NBA 2K24. Have fun with it. Let's see. Death Stranding. Continue to play it. I've been playing the director's cut version. Very, very much harder video game. And then the first, there's a lot of things to do. The Anicorn watch is on sale right now. I really want to buy one. It's really expensive. I cannot afford it. If you know anyone at Kojima Productions or at Anicorn Watch, there's a contest going on right now as well. I entered it. I really want to win the watch or the case that has the watch. If you can help me out, it would be much appreciated. I need that watch. I want to defeat the final monster at the end of the director's cut version, and obviously Death Stranding 2 will be coming out later this year or next year. We don't know when it's coming out. I absolutely need to do this. It's for a reason I cannot go too much details. Death Stranding has been a very therapeutic experience for me. It's a very tough game. I know it's very hard for a lot of people to play, but it's a horror game, but it's also a very somewhat therapeutic game for a lot of us. And We just it's pretty much like fighting through the pain. That's just how it is. What next? The reason why the I mentioned games from the Nintendo Switch in the earlier videos is because it's really easy access for people who game on that are in the younger generation. So I don't know how else to say it, but if you're in elementary school, you should not be playing Grand Theft Auto. That's not for you. If you're in elementary school, Grand Theft Auto is not the game for you. You should not be playing that. The good thing about the Nintendo Switch is you can play things like Super Smash Brothers. You can play Mario Kart. You can play, and if you get better at platforming games, you can play Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario, the whole series of games that they have. If you play those games, they're just really fun. They're fun for the whole family. All right, now talking about big boy stuff. Big boy stuff. Let's see. The reason why I'm wearing my hat, my Biden Harris hat, is because I want you guys to remember when I was at the bookstore and I was upset about all these white nationalists in America and how they were destroying America and how terrible it was. I basically said, read your Constitution. I picked up a Constitution copy, a very extended version, and I said, read your Constitution. Do you really think Trump, what he's doing, is good for the Constitution? Is he really following the Constitution? Are you fucking serious? Do you have any idea what the Joint Chief is thinking right now when he looks at Trump? Do you think he has time for that shit? He's got a little bigger fishes to fry. There's right now. There's a lot of things to worry about with Ukraine, and I'll delve into that a little bit later. But look, the Trump TV show is over. Okay, nuclear weapons, all that. You really think Trump should have hands on it? No. This guy is in charge of that shit. If you have a problem that he's black, well, I'm sorry. He is black. He's in charge. He's the one who makes his decision. It's time to wake up. If you have a problem with this guy, take that MAGA hat and shove it up your ass. I'm serious. You're essentially the KKK. And it's really problematic. Okay? Wake up. This is the guy who's in charge. We're getting very frustrating with the with everything that's going on. Where is that book? There we go. So, Trump, being annoying, we need to really bury the whole ordeal. It's over with. Mueller report, you've read it. If you haven't read it, you need to read that shit. 448 pages. Why 448 pages? 4 very powerful Zionist Jews who controlled Washington. It was very problematic, and these guys just kept at it, and Mueller's life was very complicated. He cannot fight it. He tried his best. He impeached Trump, and Trump basically got out of it. And what did the national security, the NSA director did at the time? He said, no, let's not worry. What does he do next? He's trying to sell a book. He's the NSA director, walking around with his goddamn mustache, and and then the next year he's like, buy my book. Are you fucking serious? It's ridiculous. Look, Brennan was the CIA director previously, and now it's Mr. Burns. I'm not. Mr. Burns is, Mr. Burns is not my neighbor, so I don't know the guy as much. But I'm just trying to explain to you guys that this guy is retired, and he's tired of all this shit. If if we make Brennan go on MSNBC or CNN and give a goddamn interview on a Saturday during Christmas break. Are you fucking serious? This guy's retired. He's retired. You're making him work on Christmas break? Do you have any of the shitstorm that's going to happen after that? Stop dealing with this. Stop treating us like infants, like idiots. It's over for Trump. It's over. The investigation was so powerful. We even confirmed that Rudy Giuliani was embedded with the whole Trump mob mentality, mafia, and all of New York City. Rudy Giuliani. Oh, he's like the saint. And after 9/11, he did so much good work. Well, actually, Rudy Giuliani was stealing everybody's money. That's what he was doing. That's how big the investigation is. So, Jack Smith now taking over from Robert Mueller. That's where we're going right now. I know that my friends in NATO were a little pissed off that I kept speaking in French for their kind of work, and I'm sorry, and I keep forgetting that the rest of you, the 20 other countries, you're not fluent in French as much as I am or they are. So I'm going to speak in English and just say, thinking hard of you, and I know you have concerns about Ukraine. It's war day, like 700 and something, and basically things will be better. It's just that you need, like I mentioned, you need to increase the budget in other areas that are not added. I basically politely asked the higher ups, I need a little better vehicle. I need a better vehicle for my commute. I don't know. I'm not going to ask you guys in Japanese. I need a new vehicle for my commute. I write a lot of reports. I write a lot of analysis. I have a lot of strategizing work to do. I'm here to help, but I need a new vehicle. I don't know how else to say it. I say it in English, in French. I'm saying it in English. I need a new vehicle. I need an Audi or I need a BMW. It looks like with my budget, I'll probably just get another Volkswagen, but I would like an Audi. Now, can you guys just give me an RS7? I don't know. Probably not, but it would be nice. I would like an RS7. But RS6 Avant, A7, S7, A8, S8, just give me something. Help me out. You need my help. You stop running around and be like, guilt tripping me every fucking day to just help out. You need my help. Well, I need your help too. I've been doing this out of my own pocket, out of my own dime for a long time now, for years. Another guy I'm thinking hard about is Richard Haas, also retired from CFR. These guys are wise men. We have a lot of respect for them, and they're very they're getting old. They're getting old. They have a back pain when they wake up. We can't make them work forever. We have to get younger guys in there to do all this analysis and all this work. It can't be just all these guys. They're getting really tired. It'd be nice, I want Richard Haas to go somewhere to wherever, Honolulu, and just let the poor guy have a little drink with a little umbrella on it, Let him just chillax, and people my age, people are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, you know, let them do the work. It's yes, he has a lot of wisdom, all this and that, but I don't want to make fun of Richard Haas, but a couple few more years, and then he's got to switch like three different pairs of glasses when he looks here and when he looks at his at a book. So let's. You guys are younger. You're with me. You were in university. You were studying university, international studies, foreign affairs, all this. Don't make me make all these speeches in French because the Americans are not paying attention. I know there's a minority of Americans that care about foreign affairs. Let's congregate. Let's talk. You guys are not all in fucking East Coast. There's got to be a couple of you guys here on the West Coast. Let's hang out. A lot of Islamophobia going on in the world, and especially in America. So, just this was on my book club a while back. It's by Ilhan Omar, which is a congresswoman who is Muslim. So check out the book and just a little respect. Just because she doesn't have her hand on a holy Bible every 5 seconds does not mean she's less qualified than another person. She's very smart. Please pay attention to what she says. Yes, right now, everything that's going on with Palestine, very important to remember. We're not here to be bystanders. Linda she was also in my book club, and Palestine, 4,000 years of history, just very important books. And you've seen millions of people in the streets. You've seen the hard work that they do, and just little respect, a little bit of respect. I'm not gonna. I could wear keffiyeh because that's a sign of respect, but I'm not gonna do it because I have a lot of friends who are in the military or veterans, and that's some of them. It just gives them a headache. It just gives them a heart attack. So I'm not gonna do that. But yes, I respect Palestine. Respects Palestinian. There's a genocide in Gaza, West Bank. Please help them out. Don't forget about them. It's very important. So, let's see. What's next? To my Japanese fans, yes. New release of Like a Dragon on the PlayStation. I can't wait. I can't wait to join you guys. I'm just way far behind. I'm still in the first game. It's gonna take me forever. And if you always wonder why does Zack work like this? Where did he learn to do this? Well, I have an education from the Ohio State University. I know a lot of you guys think all college is not important. You just go to coding boot camp. Well, all the vast knowledge that I've learned is from college. That's how I learned to do it. I went and learned from there, and I learned with Ikigai. Ikigai, Kevin Rose talked about it, and Ikigai is just basically a combination of everything you're good at, and that's what you do. So Ikigai, here's some books that were on my book club way back. Ikigai, that's what I do. Speaking of Kevin Rose, Kevin Rose. Kevin Rose, yes, I cannot find this copy. His wife got a book, Foodist. It's very important for nutrition and all that. She's a neuroscientist, very smart woman. She's a doctor, so we're not going to call her Daria Rose. We're going to call her Dr. Rose, and just check out her hard work. She's taking a little break now. She's got little kids and stuff, so she's very busy with all that. But that's the book. I recommended it a very long time ago. I read it a long time ago. Just you might not be able to find it on hardcover anymore. Just you find it on softcover. The book is there. Very important book. Check it out. She has a podcast too. Just check out her podcast. Very, very cool stuff. Okay. Um, what's next? Yeah, as always, uh, drinking some with sparkling water and just State Department just help out Blinken. You know, he's like flying everywhere around Africa right now, and there's just a lot of work going on, and just you know, there's there there's shit to do. There's a lot to do, and basically we just need to explain to him that the world does not revolve around Israel. You know, Israel gets respect for a few things. You know, obviously, yesterday we respect the Holocaust, and it's very important to remind people that the Holocaust is real. It actually happened, and please remember, there's nothing wrong with these Jews. You know, Drake is Jewish, amazing guy. Jon Stewart is Jewish. You know, the great guy from you know the Daily Show, Jon Stewart. Yeah, Jon Stewart, one of our heroes. He's Jewish. Do you have a problem with that? No, of course you don't. Louis Black, amazing guy, Jewish, but you know he gets pissed off all the time. He's a really cool guy. I missed this show. I was really pissed off. I had, you know, I had I had I had things to do. But I need you guys to understand that you need to remember that there's nothing wrong with the Jewish population. It's just Netanyahu. Netanyahu is the monster. Netanyahu is the guy. He's like the final boss in Death Stranding. That's who Netanyahu is. He killed 30,000 people in the Palestinian territories. It's very frustrating. You know, he was supposed to go to jail by Interpol. Interpol, you know what Interpol is? Interpol is the organization that sees all the police around the whole goddamn planet. That's who Interpol is. They said Netanyahu should go for corruption. He didn't go. He became prime minister again, and now he turned to a complete butcher and just started executing Palestinians left and right. If you did not pay attention to the news, you don't know what's going on. Turn on Al Jazeera and look at the massacre that's happening. That's what's going on over there. It's very sad. It's sickening. Okay. So to bring and congregate people from different cultures together, um, I guess the joke I was trying to make is, um, what is your Bible called? Bible. What is your Bible called? Quran. What is your Bible called? Torah. This is like three or four guys together walking a bar, and then who's the other guy? And the French guy says, "What's your Bible called?" Beshrel. And then the three other guys says, "What the fuck is that?" And then he says, "If I ever have to explain the subjonctif plus que parfait again, I'm going to turn to a goddamn psychopath." And that's the joke. It says, you know, when we grew up in France with the conjugaison, it's the the grammar and all that. The French, it, you know, if you if you're overwhelmed with the German conjugaisons, which are very overwhelming, the French conjugaison growing up was very frustrating. And quite frankly, I don't know how long it's going to take for l'éducation, the ministère de l'éducation, and all that to just be nice to these teenagers growing up and people in school and just be like, look at him. We're not going to memorize 300 fucking verbs in our heads forever. There's a lot of other things to have to worry about, you know? You just be nice and let them use a beshrel. You know, this is our Bible. You just look up a verb and that's, as long as it's spelled correctly, you know, having to memorize 300 verbs, you know, l'éducation en France, you know, there's a lot going on, but I'm going to stop right there because that's a video for my French viewers. We'll go into that, into Coffee with Zacky and not Coffee with Zack. Anyway, yeah, there's Meteor in Germany. So yeah, obviously it's probably Transformers. I mean, don't forget to read the manga from my my book club. I think a couple of years back. You know, so Transformers, yeah, very cool stuff. As you remember, I made a single trying to locate Voyager 1 satellite. Can't find it, but we found like 10 galaxies that are making a ring in the sky, so it might be Supreme Kai, but there's a big Dragon Ball Z announcement tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. But, we just, we need to, we need to, like I said, I need a goddamn German engineering vehicle. There's Mercedes Benz, Audi, Porsche, BMW, Map B. That's much. I need one of these guys. I'll take anything. Whatever comes my way. I need a vehicle, preferably four doors because family size. But I need a vehicle soon. I need to be able to do my commute and listen. I need an infotainment system to listen to my techno, listen to my July radio, all those stuff. And I have a lot of work to do. And you guys love the podcast. You need me to do more. You need me to DJ all this and that. I need some help. I need a vehicle. What next? Let's see. Yes. So I've talked about how I was trying to make contact with Andromeda, and Andromeda, I know she is. She is not my sister. This is not a Saint Seiya analogy from the anime of when we were kids. Andromeda is someone I've known when I was very young, a long time ago, and growing up in France, in Cité of Rennes. And she moved to another city since then. She is very smart, very powerful. She's a doctor. So I'm just politely telling her, you have seemed to vanish every time we try to have communications. Now something doesn't go right. So I guess we will meet in Mass Effect Andromeda Galaxy. So that's where there's no multiplayer. Maybe the next Mass Effect will have a multiplayer. I don't know where you are, if you're okay, but basically I try to send a message. Don't know where you are, but Mass Effect 5, I guess, the next one. Hopefully I'll have multiplayer and we'll be able to communicate because I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know where you are. Okay, that's enough subjects. That's enough work. And yeah, as you know, I don't go to Temple Coffee anymore. Ever since I got poisoned, I'm just really upsetting because it's the coffee shop of choice that I would go with there, and I had my laptop and I would go work and all this and that. So if you could get a Blue Bottle, I love their coffee. That's what I drink at home now. A Blue Bottle coffee shop here in Modesto or closer to Central Valley, California, that would be amazing. I basically plan of eventually working in San Francisco Bay Area or commuting there and just continue to still live here in Central Valley, California. But I think there's a Blue Bottle in San Jose, so I might go there. It's a little closer, but parking costs a fortune in San Francisco Bay, so I'm not going to go to Blue Bottle in San Francisco. I just don't have the funds. But if you could open one around my neck of the woods, it would be very helpful. Thank you. Let's see. I think that's. I think that's enough. Obviously, my next video will be in French, so I'll talk about Macron and France and all the agricultures and all that. But there's a game called Farming Simulator 22 for in English. If you could make that version for Europe and for France, I'm sure they would love to play that. And if you want the next generation of farmers to play that game, if you could please translate it for European gamers and all that, so that, some of them would, if you don't want everyone to just play Call of Duty and just join the army, let them play farming simulator and 22, and then they'll want to be a farmer and work at a farm. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And farming simulator, not to be make fun of you guys, but the game is really complicated. I can do things. I do things that sometimes the NASA and the ULA look at it and say, "How the fuck does this dude knows how to do this shit?" Well, meanwhile, I can do all that shit, but I looked at your farming simulator and I didn't know what the fuck I had to do. So if you could add a a walkthrough system to help us out, that would be great. Yeah, great. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. It's Sunday, January 28th, end of the month, and as I say in my videos in French, think hard about the population in Afghanistan. The Afghanistan winter over there is very cold. It's there's a famine. I'm going to do everything in my writing, everything in my power to contact the State Department and Blinken and all those guys and females and women who work at the State Department. Let's not forget there are women who work at the State Department, and just tell them, please release some funds for the Afghan population in Afghanistan so they can buy some bread. So there's a famine there. They need to be able to feed their families. It's extremely important. So I will reach out to the State Department, men and women, and to just get to work, help them out. It's you can't just make an Instagram post and just say you're going to help them out. Just don't do that. I can't do that. I can do an Instagram post. You guys, you write policies. You need to actually allocate funds for the people in Afghanistan to be able to buy food. And you also need to work in conjunction with one of these organizations that are like No One Left Behind, for all the SIVs of the families of translators who work with conjunction with the American forces to get their visas and all that straightened out so they can move wherever they are, where they were, in Afghanistan, or they're in Pakistan and they're trying to move to eventually to America. It's very important work. Work with legislations, all this and that. Just take care of that shit, okay? I'm a Buddhist. I'm not an Indian. All the different religion in India. I don't have the 8 hands of the Shiva. Like, I don't have that. I just got 2 hands. I'm just like this. I can only do so much. So please help out wherever you can, get this work done. And right now it's late, and I'm gonna be watching the Rolex 24 in Daytona. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. And so just looking forward to it. And so anyway, wish you guys a wonderful upcoming week. And to my avid gamers fans, I'm playing the MGS Volume 1, MGS 1, MGS 2, MGS 3. I finished Metal Gear Solid 1. It was fun to play that again. I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 2 right now. And then after that, we get to play Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, with the Halo jump, with the big boss just jumping into Russia. Anyway, that's an adventure for another day. And Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater will be out later this year with the updated graphics. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have a lot of fun. Anyway, that's it, guys. Talk to you guys later. Everything's on the website. I'm on blog post 1087, 1088, and I'm just going to keep going, obviously. And podcast is around 1,720 something. That's where we're at. And just Omega Radio, for you guys who love rap, it's at 222. It's at 222, so just enjoy. And all of the podcasts. Mu Radio if you like rock and roll, and alternative. If you like drum and bass, GT Radio's over there. If you like my progressive house, talking about Full Metal Panic and quantum mechanics, there's Dr. Manhattan. There's new episodes of Lambda Radio and Quantum Radio. Check them out. If you like disco music, there's the disco radios over there, and if you like, for people that like Afghan music, there's the Zeta Radio. I just started the classical music. It's called Theta Radio, and I even got the Latino station Copper Radio right now, with featuring the first episode with Bad Bunny. Check it out. There's just, I have spreading my wings here. I just have music for everybody, all genres. I know, I you know, I don't. I know my guys are on their, they're drinking their coffee, talking to themselves, or for those who smoke, they smoke their cigarettes and just talking to themselves and be like, look, I think something is wrong with this fucking head. Like, how does he casually work listening to this crazy trance music or crazy house music, crazy techno music? Well, like I said, guys, it's very hard to describe it to you guys, but if you remember my book Musicophilia from a long time ago it was on my book club. Like I said, a long time ago, I was in a car accident. My brain got rewired, and basically now I talk through music. Music is kind of like my operating system. That's just how I work. So I know that it's very hard for you guys to be able to concentrate listening to drum and bass, but for me, it's just the way you're able to concentrate and study listening to classical music. Well, I do that with drum and bass. I can do that with drum and bass. That's just how I work. Don't forget BenQ Radio if you're students or if you're studying, whether you're studying for the MCATs, the LSATs, the GRE, or whatever. Just check out the BenQ Radio. There's Lofi Radio. There's Lofi music. Just music to study and just get to work. Or for example, if you're at Ohio State, if you're in one of the many libraries, if you're in you need some music to listen to while you're studying your midterms or your finals, listen to BenQ Radio. All right, guys. I think that's enough spiel for right now. We're at almost 53 minutes. So what else to say but that take things one day at a time. One day at a time. And shout out from Captain America and Iron Man, I guess.